Hey guys, it's Clay on the trail. It's like March, I'm guessing 27th, it's a Monday of 23. We left our house this morning. It was 5 degrees. I still have 3+ feet of snow in my front yard. And again, we were supposed to be doing a summit in the Uintas, a pretty gnarly one. And avalanche dangers are still so bad, we bailed on it and came to southern Utah. So this is the Butler Wash recreational site, or interpretive site, I think. And I'm here with Karen and Ian. My son really wanted to come, but his wife is due any day now with be my 5th grandchild. So we are camped. I'll show you another spot later on. Show you that spot, and we're going to do probably Tuesday and Wednesday. It's like a 7-hour drive here, so probably a Tuesday and a Wednesday tour. Monday was getting here, and Thursday I'll be going home back to the frozen tundra. But it was calling for 20s in Blanding, which is the closest city here. I was happily surprised when we got to where an Arch Canyon is our camp, that it was 41 degrees. So we'll get you to the top of the trail here and show you some ruins. Okay, so it's going to be super hard to see, I'm guessing, because of the sun. So pardon my hand, but there's the Butler Wash ruins. And we're going to cruise up here just because I've been here before and I know it's there. There's some cool little rock features up here that are just fun to explore. Oh, there's actually water in it. Last time we were here, there wasn't water in it. I'm not sure which is the best route. I think right here looks pretty good. Ugh. All my old bones cracking. So this is kind of cool. I have not ever seen it with water in it before. Actually going down and filling all these pools up. Last time we were able to climb down here because it was dry. That would be a little different now that it's wet. All right, so Ian and I were over there at the chair in the little fenced-in area, and we were looking over here and seeing something shiny, and we just couldn't figure out what it was, but it's water coming down. But we're like full-on slick rock here. Everything's pretty sweet with all the little pools and everything, but if you look down here where all the sand and stuff has settled, there's like a straight up little oasis here. I mean, it's still wintertime, but I mean, yucca's growing and there's grass growing and reeds, cane. Crazy. And then all these little puddles cruise until they, and boom, just like that, they're gone. Clear down to the bottom. And there's a creek down there. There's also some down here in the shadow. I don't know how well this will pick up. Some other little remains of some granaries and stuff. Crazy. It's pretty though. This is for something that's just right off the road that you can pull in that tour buses tour. Big old, like, all but paved trail. A lot of the cairns are actually cemented because they just wash out. But again, just going off the trail just a little bit. It's crazy what you can see. All right, guys, we're back at camp. Up against this big wall. We are camping right out of the truck, so kind of cheating. But sun went down and it cooled right off. We hit, like, I think 42 today was our high. I mean, it's got to be 20, well, 30 something now anyway. So there's Karen. She's in her one-person Dominion underneath this big old tree. We did check it. It is alive. I got a new 40th, which is, you know, the Outdoor Vitals knockoff of the duplex, and the everybody's got a version of it now. I like it. Ian in his bivy sack. He likes to be minimalist. Kind of a cool area, not gonna lie. All right, so note to self, we were in the desert, and my 20-degree bag, it was supposed to be lows in the 30s in Blanding. I started my truck here this morning because we were trying to figure out what the temperature was. It was 22. So my 20-degree bag, I survived, but it wasn't real fun. It is still wintertime, or early spring, I guess. But regardless, we made it. We're up. We've had breakfast. And we're going to go to the ranger's office and see if we can get a permit for one of the permitted places, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, we went to the Cane Gulch Ranger Station and got permits for the Moon House ruins. So we've driven down, and it's like a mile hike in from here. So we'll go check it out. Actually, kind of a different architecture than any of the other ruins in this area. So that'll be kind of exciting. Like, there's a double row of them with a hallway in between, and you're actually allowed to access the hallway. So we'll go check that out. Okay, that was quite an ordeal to get here, but we made it. We are going to, this is one that they actually say you can go in. There's a hallway and there's 2 rows of rooms, so we're going to go there. Using cedar to thatch the roofs. And these would all be granaries. And the way the roofs are all clayed in. Ever since we went to the one with the baby's footprint in it, I always look at the clay and see for fingerprints. You can see how they weave the willows, or I guess it's willow, tamarisk. Cut everything to lace, to size, and lace it all together. It's amazing. And the windowsill, that says to me that this is more than that one was more than a granary. Okay, this is the one that we can go in. So I'm going to go down, I'll reset, and we'll go in. Okay, this for sure is the coolest one I've been to. So well preserved. And you can see all the fingerprints in it. These are so dark. Let's see if I can shed some light on it. They call this the hallway. And then all these would have been houses. The end there, the first couple I showed you would have been granaries, but and then what a defensive wall. To be able to get up here and keep your enemies out. And this has a bench on the back. Spectacular. Now usually you see corn cobs and piles of pottery shards everywhere. I'm not. Oh, there's some pottery shards here. Just a couple little pieces. Usually there's piles of them. It's interesting for one that's so well preserved. And then, I'm walking by here. Look at the paint that they've decorated it with. And the white rocks. And then there's only 11. I don't know how their calendar went, but that's what made sense to me, was that was some sort of calendar marking. But they say they call this the Moon House Ruins because there's a moon somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I'll have to keep looking. Okay, we walked around the ledge here a little bit. There's a small granary. And then we actually met with a BLM guy showed up and told us there's some more around this corner. So we're gonna go look at that. Okay. Yeah, we barely made it around the corner here. I was looking way further out, but this is another granary. And then as you go around the corner here, this one's falling apart a little bit. He said there's a kiva further up. Oh, and there's more rooms. Okay. Just a little bit further down. And I always tried to figure, like, oh, see, there's a tower. That one's round. And this one would have been round. Would have been. Another granary. You can see this one from the top. I think this one would have been a room. But it's crazy, like they're just windows, there's not doors. And I love the artwork just in rock over the doors. And more I don't know if that's painted. It's got to be painted. So awesome. And the tops of this is just crumbled. And this one as perfect as they are, as old as they are, just barely starting to fall down. All right, so last look at the ruins. Well, not last look, because we're going to see them all the way back, but we're going to make our way down. Give you sort of an idea what the trail was like coming in here, because this is one of the more difficult ruins that I have hiked to. And okay, we came through here. Yes, we did. Yeah, and then we went that, go where Cash is when you get down. So yeah, there's quite a bit of scrambling and climbing down ledges. You have to kind of climb down the valley. We come back up this other side and walk this upper ledge, and then there's actually, that's where there's a ledge they warn you about at the ranger's office that is 6 foot tall, and you just got to kind of slide down it. So it's going to be interesting how we get back up it, because gravity will not be on our side. Oh. Yeah, and there's some crack wedges here, like little 4th class scrambles. Here, I can carry those, Ian. Yeah, it's amazing what you can find when you're looking for somewhere to put your foot. There always seems to be something there. Okay, when you want to pull back, Karen, say so. I can carry them otherwise, unless you want to have them. Okay, now this is that steep section of slick rock, but you know, like we walked up it, so you know it'll hold you going down. But if you want to arm, yeah, but we're all right. So we actually, the trail kind of cruises down and over, but we walked over here and we just walked straight down it. So all you got to watch here is make sure you don't step on a loose rock, because that'll put you on your butt in a hurry. I'm not sure I should start out on it. Well, you do what you need to do. Kind of head towards Ian, and we'll skip this section, and then we can go right down here. And then right down to this layer here, because we're headed. Karen, see the Karen? If you step on all those big flat rocks, you'll be to the bottom in a hurry. Yeah. Yeah, as long as you hit that pool of water, but you might not hit that pool of water, and then we'll have to carry you. Yeah. Okay. If your feet are up for it. Yeah, it looks like waves. Like that's what reminds me of, ocean waves. You're gonna need to kind of go down to Ian here. Okay, I can't come with you for a second. And then I can get back with you again. Yeah, you'll wedge your foot in a hole and then go get it above your knee, and you won't be able to get back up. Yeah. Feed you to the coyotes. I think so. If there was something to eat, they would. Yeah, they're great until they slide out from underneath you, and then they're not so great. Yeah, just watch the wet. Slick rock is amazingly not slick for when it's dry. The ice on the slick rock, yeah, the color of this is just crazy. The gray or blue, I guess. So imagine this big rock right here used to fit in that hole up there. What that would have sounded like coming down. Come down here and let Cash get a drink. The BLM guy here said that one of the reason this place they lived in this one longer than most other ones. So some of the buildings is several different generations of people. And this plunge pool right here is so deep that they had water all but year round here, even for their crops. So pretty awesome. All right. Guess I didn't need to take him down to get a drink. He could have got one up here. Don't go too far. Karen missed the Karen. Right here.
I'm looking where my feet are. I'm not looking at you.
Okay, now the climb back up the other side. The water level here today is not a fair judgment of this place. They're still in full winter mode and having crazy runoffs everywhere that normally this time of year aren't here. This is a little bit like climbing stairs. They're just really big steps. So this shouldn't be as bad as coming down them were. But any of you guys watching that say, oh, I can't do this, I'm too old. Pooey. You just need some young bucks to help you on some of the harder spots. So I don't know if you can see the holes now. I should have pointed it out while I was up there, but there's like a whole bunch of holes in the wall. And they're all angled and sloped to see certain parts of the canyon so they could keep an eye on people as they were coming and going. You can see the small granary over that way, and then what a great sight. And we actually walked around this other corner with the BLM guy, and there's another granary there and then a kiva. And the outer wall has fallen down on it. He said all the inner stuff is still there and it's still plastered in amazing shape, but that's for another day. Okay, so we have a little muddy spot here up to a ledge that we basically skirt around the ledge. And then there's a kind of funny little technical spot that they warned us about at the ranger station. I don't know if I said that already, but proof she walked some of it. That's what we like to see. Oh, I was hoping we would get back to the sunshine, and we do, but come around the corner and that north wind whacks you. It must be coming straight off a glacier. Oh, that feels lovely. So this is definitely the easy part of the trail. No question about that. So you can see where all this water's coming down straight ahead of us here. We actually have to climb up that little ledge there. That is the crux of the hike. And again, we were able to get Karen down pretty easy because you sit on her fanny and slide down, but going up might be another story. But I have no doubt we'll get her there. So a note on the permit, I am so used to the federal government being first come, first serve, and everything is changing. We drew permits for Yellowstone this year, and we actually paid into the lottery. So I'll find out on the 12th the dates that we're going to go do a 6-day backpack through Yellowstone. You kind of get first come, first serve. Usually, the morning of, you have to go pick up your permits, and then you can get them for that whole trip. But here we went to the BLM office, the ranger station, and asked if they have any permits. We were there like within 30 minutes of an opening, and they're like, ooh, we got to check. They only had 4 permits left because you can buy everything online now. And it makes a huge difference. The problem is on a windy, crappy day like today, I can imagine people buying them and then not using them, but they're gone. People that show up to get them later don't get a chance to get them later. So this little spot right here, it really isn't much. I mean, they've got rocks stacked up on it, so you can basically just step up, use your knees, whatever, but it is a little aggressive. It goes up right here. Oh, the ice is starting to melt. Water's running. This right here, fresh snow. They said they got it yesterday, day before yesterday. It's craziness. I remember once upon a time when it was easier to bend my knees. I just walked up it like a set of stairs. I'm trying to figure out where the next step is, but come on, homie. Oh, put it in 4-wheel drive. Come on. Come on, bud. You can do it. I'll catch you. See, Karen, this is what you got to do. Come on. Come on, pal. You're so close. Ready? Okay. Come on. Get it up. Yeah, that helps. My whole thing is I don't know where we came down, but probably right here. Well, but we came over here to this ledge and then walked over to it because. Yep, right here with your other one. And the bag. Uh-oh. Hit you right in the face with a bottle of water. Here. Principles of roofing. That's right. Throw it at a guy's head, you'll hit him in the shins every time. Okay, so you're going to have to put your knee up there. You're going to have to let Ian give you something to balance down below, and then you're going to have to knee again or foot at least to this ledge, and then follow me. I'm going to do it backwards. You get to be Fred Astaire, right? I'm Ginger Roberts. Do all the hard stuff backwards, and I don't have high heels on though. Nope, you're going to face the cliff, put both hands on it, and pray for help. We're going to let Ian catch up, and then you're going to come do what I just did. Well, I don't really know what other option you have. Well, we can do something like Ian can give you a knee or a leg where you're at, and I can bring you straight up here. but I don't know that it's any different. Like steep is as steep does, to quote Forrest Gump. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. Okay, and you had a hand here. Give me a, there we go. Get your foot there, and your foot there. I know you're not. And a knee there and a knee there. All you got to do is stand up, and you did it, Karen.
You did it? Hey. You guys did it?
Hey. Okay, Karen, follow the Karen. That still hasn't got old for anybody that's paying attention. All right, Karen, you want to be down here? Okay, put Karen right here. Get behind her. Sorry. So this is going to be a little wet, but it's sturdy. Okay. This, it just really is. The slick rock's amazing. Karen says hi to Karen. All right. I know, me following a Karen. That is usually the way it is. You know, we've done way worse than this already today, so let's just keep doing way worse. Okay. No, it's right here.
Well, they're just right over there too.
Well, yes, but we know what it's like to get there. So the trail is 1.2 miles from the trailhead. The ruins are, but it is half a mile down, half a mile up, and 2/10 of a mile getting to walk like a normal. You good? And I don't know if it's easier to walk up through the rocks or to walk the slick rock, but it's just watch where it's sandy here.
That would be something awesome to have
Am I in the way, or do you want a hand? You just go right on by till you get your feet under you. And then if you need a hand again, I'll... Is the second up yet? That's what I said. Just for a second, she says. Okay, we came down right here. There's two of them right there. They're waving to you. Oh. Let me sneak past you, and I'll get you to here. Whichever you want. Okay. Yep. Walk, walk, walk. Slick rock, Karen. We just keep on walking. It's steep. Well, we could go around, but we're tough.
I used to walk up our granary roof all the time. This is about like this. I was younger.
Well, yeah, I used to do a lot of things when I was younger. All right, there's a nice bench right here to the left. Catch your heart rate back to where it goes, and we'll jam again. And it's crazy, some of these rocks, they're solid, but just turns to powder. There's a couple like this at our campsite that are just sitting on the ground, and there's just a pile of sand around them. And over here to the east, all the spots that would have any water on them, all are just like big icicles. And over in this little alcove, there's a pile of ice there. You can almost climb that. Behind. Get behind. So close. Once you get to the top, it's just a flat trail back to the truck. We doing okay? All right. One last little climb and we're out. Just like that. Yeah, the little fuzzy ones, yeah. They still hurt. Karen, where's the Karen? Well, they make jewelry that is the shape of a Karen. Yeah, and you just need to get them to inscribe Karen in it. It'd be just right. All right, well, that drainage down. Go to the truck and make some sandwiches.
off trucking. That sounds good.
I've had some water.
You want some water?
No, I had some. I have water. That's the only thing I have.
Okay, your neighbors.
I'm all right. We'll have that, and then we'll go back and have some barbecued chicken.
Yeah, so it's on the menu tonight.
And then tomorrow, I have steaks that'll be thawed, and we'll have steak. For sure there's a weird sound coming up there, but I don't know what it is. Oh, it is kids. Okay. And look at Karen. She could smell that sandwich, and she went running for the truck.
Some of those people have slick soul candy. They're gonna be nice.
Yeah. This slick rock really is forgiving. All right, Karen.
There's a guy up there.
I see it too. Wonderful. Oh shoot, there's one right in front of us. I didn't see that one. I saw the one further up.
Karen.
Karen to Karen to Karen to Karen. So this place is permitted where they let 20 in. I said that earlier, and that was the majority of the 20 for the day. Awesome of a couple to bring all those kids in here. And this is the cryptobiotic soil that takes just thousands of years to grow, and once you step on it, it's done. And just like that, I smell lunch now. All right, we're gonna have lunch, regroup, and I'll see you guys at the next site. I don't know what that's going to be yet, but we'll see you there. All right, good morning, guys. I think this video is just going to be a video about the Moon House ruin. We went to the Target ruin also, which I've been to a dozen times, and I have another video on it if you want to see it. It's actually pretty cool. The ballroom ruin is above it. We went up Comb Wash, and we actually found split level ruin, but it was I don't know. I just didn't video a whole bunch. We were route finding. I'd never been there before, and I just didn't make it on video. So we are tearing up. It's Thursday. The first night was freezing cold. The next day, I think our low was 30, 38, something like that, which was way better than in the 20s. And then yesterday, the low was in the 40s. Today, it's probably 40s again. I haven't checked yet, but it's been much nicer. There's a little chance of rain. The sun's just barely starting to pop up. We are tearing down. Gonna cook some breakfast and get out of here. But the Moonhouse Ruin is really, really cool. You have to get a permit. The drive to get there is, a little sketchy, but it's immaculate, and you actually get to get in it. Like I showed you all the rooms and everything. It's super cool. Anyway, thank you for coming along. It's been a great trip. This trip was supposed to be another like summit snow camp, and this beats that half to death. We are going to do that still in a couple of weeks. We just have to keep putting it off for the avalanches. So thanks for coming. Subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll catch you on the next one.